welcome back to the Tabletop Podcast. That's going to get louder and louder every single week. I don't know what it is about my headphones that I've got right now, but
Right on.
It's hurting my ears.
Right on.
Every week. It'll never stop me shouting.
12.
13, I think. We're so good at keeping track. I think it's 13, but technically 14 if you count the mukbang. Just really annoying because when I upload it to our RSS feed to go
does it go
Spotify,
straight to thingy?
I have to put it down as episode 14, but name it episode 13. And on my saves on my laptop, it's called that as well. I'm just going to look because I'm actually quite interested in what episode we're on right now.
Well, this is something we probably should have done beforehand, but
No, this is 13.
30. So
13.
No,
You were wrong.
I was wrong.
You were wrong, Kurt. We started a bit late today, didn't we, Kurt?
We have, but it doesn't. They won't know.
They won't know. What they will know is that we're playing a Clash of Clans.
We're playing Clash of Clans.
If anybody listening to this, and I know Sadie's probably the one listening to this, and Steph. Look, we said her name again. That's 2 episodes in a row now.
Bosh.
You both need to download Clash of Clans and get involved because what game?
It's really sad because I've been playing like a Transformers version of Clash of Clans. And I'm in like a top 100 alliance.
You can still play it.
Oh no, I understand, but the thing is, I'm in like a top tier alliance. I've got people. They need me there.
I've seen some of the messages.
If I'm not there, they know and they moan at me. I get messages of many people going, "Oi, why ain't you done your wars?" Yeah. And I'm like, I'm busy. Busy boy. And then they go, "But you had enough time to reply to this message," and I'm just like, "Phew."
They've caught you out.
Yeah,
they've caught you out.
And now I'm starting from scratch on Clash of Clans.
Yeah, what a game, mate. What a game. Well, how you been anyway, Kurt? Sorry, I usually ask you how you are, but
yeah, good, I guess. Pretty bored.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a boring week.
Yeah, not really much going on. I mean, apart from watching just Arsenal capitulate. That was
you see,
fun.
I was going to leave a section right for the end of the podcast.
Yeah, we'll leave it to the end.
Yeah, we'll leave it for when people get bored because I'm bored of watching Arsenal play. Odds on, I'll bet. Actually, I'm not going to bet any money because I don't have any right now. But
big set.
Yeah, I was going to say I'd bet money that Arsenal lose to West Brom today. Oh, that was fucking loud, Kat. Jesus Christ. I was going to bet that Arsenal lose to West Brom today, but it's probably going to happen, isn't it? Let's be honest. Let's just settle for it. But
Alex,
anyways,
what doth the Raven want?
we'll leave that for the end. The weather's fucking gorgeous tonight. Yeah. Tonight, today. They don't know when we're filming this. It could be 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, well, look out your window when you're hearing this. The weather's lovely.
Yes.
Unless it's not. At which point it's not lovely.
It's not lovely. Right now at 20 to 12 on Sunday the 9th of, what is it? May now?
May 5th.
The 5th.
I know, I had to fill out a load of forms the other day at college. I showed up, right? I thought all I had to do was a nice easy day. I've built my wall. I've got to take my wall down. My teacher was having none of it. He let me take my wall down for about 40 minutes. I got about halfway through it, and then he went, "Oh, Kurt, come here. Go up to the classroom and do 3 hours worth of paperwork and fill out 35 hours worth of something you haven't done. Yeah. Just so the college can get 250 quid." And I was like, this is fucking outrageous. And I was sat up there. I nearly fell asleep a few times. I had to wake myself up. And I had to fill out, I had to tell them I was doing something. I can't remember. I think we were building a shed, is what we said we were doing.
Yeah.
Although the college won't let us build a shed. Oh. So it's sort of like they're making us say that we're doing something that we can't do because the college won't allow us to do it because they haven't got the resources.
Oh, great.
Or the fucking time. It's very shit.
Our fucking paperwork should be illegal. I've a similar thing at work with my MVQ I'm doing at work. I've got this job that I've done, and I've got to do 3 jobs for it. And so I've completed 1 job. It took me maybe an hour, 2 hours tops to do the job, just some functional testing. I've genuinely put about 12 to 15 hours into the write-up for the job. It should not take longer to write the job up than it does to do the job itself.
Do you know what annoys me? Is doing risk assessments, and then doing method statements, and then you have to it's so just
all the paperwork that I have to fill out to make the college. Colleges just
the amount of risk assessments you have to fill out for something stupid.
We're in the wrong thing, mate. We should have been footballers.
We really should have.
We should have been footballers. Actually, talking about, I've been watching, #United.
Yeah.
I'm watching their YouTube series.
I haven't watched them ever.
They do an academy series where they invite 100 odd people in.
Why haven't we been invited?
Because I don't know, mate. They need us. And they invite him in, and they do like trials for their academy, and then one player gets a professional. Well, it's not professional because it's #United, but they go into their first team, which is quite funny. Actually, I was going to ask you about that. Probably not the right time, so I'm going to ask you anyway, because maybe we'll get some people on here. My little brother's girlfriend plays for one of the girls' teams.
And will I join her? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I will.
No, they've got like a charity match going on
Right.
at their ground, Bowes and Pitsea, which is down the road from us, on the 30th.
Yeah.
Something about my little brother's girlfriend's dad's playing in the game or something. I think it's called #Legends versus
Legends.
or Dad's team or something. I don't know what it is. It's £5 entry. It's like a charity match. But I was going to go if you wanted to come.
I'll
Probably
come.
quite a good afternoon. But
As long as I'm not doing anything, I'll be there.
yeah, it should be good. Everyone else, all the hundreds of people that listen to us, actually.
Yeah. Do you know what? Look at us. We're doing little shout-outs for hashtag.
Yeah,
We're
#United.
basically, it's sponsored by him, but without
That's
getting
the
any
only
money.
reason. Let's be honest. That's the only reason I'm going. I'm hoping that Spencer's going to be there, and I'll get a short little video for
hashtag not sponsored.
Yeah, not sponsored. But talk about hundreds of people. We hit 400. Oh, your base is being attacked. We hit 400 listens on Spotify today.
Tell you what, thank you,
Amazing.
people.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you all.
The last episode actually blew up with Victor. A little
Really?
bit. We got a bit more than usual. Yeah, we got more listens than usual. Victor's bringing in all sorts. Sorry if Kurt's playing Clash of Clans right now, which I'm not even going to moan about because I told him to.
I just wanted to see why somebody's.
Oh, you're watching
ruined
somebody
my
attack
base.
you?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
It's a live replay, so they're currently attacking me.
Yeah, literally right now. Are they fucking you up? Or
I'm in. Yeah, he's got like 4 giants, and they're just walking through my base. I've got no defences, so it's quite sad to watch. It's basically just like holding someone at arm's length, and just repeatedly kicking them in the nuts. Basically,
Wow.
it's not
That's
fun.
a lot of giants. Well, I've got an idea, Kurt,
Right?
and I may or may not be stealing this from another podcast.
No,
But
never.
fuck. Do I give a fuck?
Is it trademarked?
No.
No,
It's
therefore
not
it's
trademarked.
okay.
So I want to add a little section to our podcasts every week now. Because,
Right.
you know, all the other sections we've done so far have lasted so well, apart from Kurt's game, is that we still need to find a jingle.
Tell you what, you haven't. I've just realised you haven't brought in a fact of the.
Not for a good few episodes,
Yeah.
mate.
They were really fun. I enjoyed the one about the haggis. Was it haggis?
Yeah,
I think it was
haggis. Something
That
about
was
sending
really-
haggis into space. I don't know.
That
But
was
this
brilliant.
one can stick because I'm stealing this from one of the top podcasts in the world. So it
Therefore, you
obviously
know
works.
it works. It's
So we're going to do a
winning
movie
formula.
review. Okay, every
Right.
week. So because there's only 2 of us, we're just going to alternate every week. Or some weeks we might even leave it up to the listeners. We might even treat them and let them pick a film for us.
But
the idea basically is it's a movie review. So I don't know. This week I'll think of a film, or you think of a film. I don't know. Depends who thinks of one first, really. And I'll just say I pick a film this week.
right,
I'll tell you the film.
Right.
You go away this week. You've got all week. Got to watch a film.
got a week,
Simple as that. That's all you got to do.
whole week.
And then you got to give me a review on it. Rate out of
review.
10. Proper review.
Okay,
That's
so
what we
is it we both? I pick a film and then you pick a film, and we just
No, we just also.
just-
so
so
I pick a
once a
film,
week.
you review it. Then
Right.
next week you pick a film, I review it.
True, when we get like if we get a local guest, then we can tell them to also watch.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
film as well.
Well, to be fair,
If it's
the
a-
last couple apart from the mukbang, the last couple guests have sort of been decided in the last 2 days
Seconds.
before the podcast. So
Pretty much.
maybe we'll have a guest on next week. I'm not sure.
What we need is a secretary that we can just yell at.
We do.
And just be like, oi, on the phone.
Anybody
Like
want to be our PA?
Yeah.
Get some guests on. I still haven't heard anything back from Callum the Dragon yet. Bastard.
Shameful.
What
from
a
him.
bastard. Although I did see on his Instagram he's looking for a girlfriend. So
Wait, what? He
like,
did what? Did
he
put up,
posted
like,
on
a-
Instagram going, I'm thinking about it a lot, but I think I want a girlfriend now. And I'm just like,
Oh,
oh,
I don't follow Big Cow.
he
the
should.
dragon.
What a legend he is. What an
My
absolute
logic
legend.
is that why would I? Is basically
Yeah.
what I want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well,
He's
there's-
not really. What's the best way to put it? It's not my cup of tea.
No.
What's annoyed me about him is everyone's bigged him up so much that now when they say to me shit, he goes, "Oh fuck off."
Yeah, he does actually think he's a really good keeper. I like watching his live streams of him at training because I'm not being
He's
funny
so
to the bloke
funny.
because if he does listen to this podcast, he's probably not going to want to ever come on. But he, oh my god, is he a shit keeper? Genuinely
Oh, yeah.
watched him.
Thing
Watched 20
is-
minutes of his. Oh, don't fall over, Kev. I watched 20 minutes of his keeper training at training, doing penalties, and about 3 or 4 of them went dead straight at him in a row. He didn't save a single one of them. It's great.
It's weird. He's quite good at kicking the ball. I don't know if you've seen
Oh, yeah.
it. I've seen him kick the ball.
No, he's good at like goal kicks.
Yeah.
Have you seen his outfield training?
No.
He tried to say on a live stream that he's once scored 38 goals in a season or something. And he said, practicing my set pieces, watching him in his back garden. Oh my God, Kurt, it was hilarious.
Yeah, he kept missing the ball.
Couldn't even kick the ball. He was missing the ball. Oh, mate. Good fun. Anyway, back to the movie reviews.
I've noticed, I'm just saying, though, he's only ever done interviews with either one of his coaches or just fit ladies.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I've noticed.
He wants it, mate. Maybe he'll do one with us. Maybe we'll get the elusive.
Maybe if I just put a bra on and I squeeze my pecs together.
Don't just shave and only show the bottom half of your face, you'll be fine. But back to the movie reviews. I'm trying to think if I've watched any. To mention a film to you, I would recommend this to anyone because I didn't think it'd be very good. It's one of those. I wouldn't even say it was a low budget film because it wasn't a low budget film.
Is it a sort of?
It's proper American Pie
grown-up-esque?
vibes. Kind of. It's called Buddy Games. I watched it on Sky Cinema last night. Go and watch it because I looked at it. I said it gives like American Pie vibes, like that sort of thing, like proper jock American people. When it's pretty stereotypical, but mate, it gave me a couple giggles. It was hilarious. Basically, my review on it. How do I put it? The film is literally about a group of, I think there's 6 friends, and that every year from when they were young, they do these things called the Buddy Games. So basically, it's just a bunch of like manly men stuff. So they all go and drink loads of beer and do loads of assault course and everything, and they tally up the points, and then you have the king at the end. So one bloke wins every single year, and he's the king, and everyone thinks of him as a proper jock. He's a proper, you love him. And then in the last year they did the Buddy Games. Someone decided to shoot. Someone fell asleep, and the king was rubbing his testicles over his face. Basically, it was quite funny, men stuff. And the other bloke decides to pull out a paintball gun and shoot him in the testicle, ruptured his testicle. And so it ended. They all split apart as a friendship group, and them two didn't get along anymore. It flashes forward for 5 years, and everybody else that was losing all the Buddy Games is like rich and doctors and all.
I must say, this isn't a review. This is more of a plot.
Yeah, I'm just telling you the funny bits. And they're all rich and everything, and then the king, the guy who was meant to be top of the world, had his testicle ruptured, and then he actually lost his other testicle as well, so he didn't have any balls, and he was in rehab because he was suicidal and stuff. It's quite, as I said, hilarious film. Hilarious film. And they bring back the Buddy Games, which is, mate, reflecting on what I've just said, it doesn't seem that funny.
I was going to say, it just sounds like man lost everything.
But then he comes back and they do the Buddy Games again, and it is funny. I promise it's funny. Go and watch it.
Honestly, I can't even back it.
I'm not even going to make you watch that because I've basically just told you the entire.
Yeah. I'll think of something. I'll think of a good film.
Think of a film by the end of the episode, and I'll watch it this week.
What we'll do, right, is we won't review it when we tell the other one to watch it. We'll just say, watch this.
Yeah.
And then when they come back, because then I'll probably watch it throughout the week just so I can get a recap, a nice refresh.
Yeah. Tell me what you want me to watch.
Yeah, I'll have to think about it.
All right, mate. Well, I've got something planned for this week.
Right.
And by planned, I mean just a random idea I come up with, which is like most weeks. Basically, I asked you earlier in the week, and by earlier in the week, I mean 2 days ago.
2 whole
yesterday.
days.
Actually, it was yesterday I asked you.
Yeah.
I'm going to make you become a murderer.
Oh, yes.
A murderer. Got lots
Round
of
2.
experience.
What?
Yeah. And basically, Kurt, I'm going to put you in a situation, and I think I'm going to label this how to get away with murder.
Right. Well.
So basically, all I want you to say is we'll go step by step, and I'll give my answer as well. And I want to know who you're killing, how you're killing, and then more importantly, what I want you to focus on is how you're getting away with it.
Right.
So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, and most of it's probably going to be on the spot because I
want to say, to be honest with you, I have a name. I don't have a how, and I don't have how to get out of it. So this is going to be very.
We're going to go into depth here. So we'll go step by step.
I'm going to sort of go that film. It's got like Morgan Freeman. It's like a bunch of old geezers and they rob a bank.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be the sort of. I want it to be like that, like the same way that they sort of get out of the. Oh, they have alibis, that sort of vibe. But at the same time, we don't have alibis. No. So I've got to come up with one. It's going to look like that.
Okay. Well, let's go with you first, Kurt. Who are you killing?
I'm killing Suge Knight.
Okay.
What a dick. What a dick.
Why?
He's a dick.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dre don't like him. I don't like him.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
How?
He attacked Tupac. What cunt? My logic is I'm gonna try and get him in the same room as Charles Bronson, right? And I'll just let Bronson do Bronson things.
So your idea is to make somebody else murder him, so it's not really your responsibility.
No, because my thinking is I go, hey Bronson, hey big Bronson boy, Bronny boy, as I call him. See that guy over there? He'd be like, yeah, but he killed Tupac Shakur, like, and I reckon Bronson's a fan of Tupac. Mm-hmm. I just couldn't imagine him not being a fan of Tupac.
Yeah.
And so he then just walk over and he just like, you, right, and you just clap him. Wow. And the thing is, they wouldn't be able to trace it back to me. They'll just go, oh, it's Bronson, he's killed someone else.
Yeah.
Right, and then,
that's quite smart, because then you don't even have to get away with it.
No, that's what my logic was.
Well, what I might put us in a situation then where we're not killing anyone specifically.
Oh, okay.
And then you've actually got to give me a story of how you'd get away with it. Shouldn't we go first? Because
go on.
I say I've thought about it. I haven't. And this is all going to be completely on the spot because I have no fucking idea. But let's just say, for the purpose of the podcast, we're killing Victor.
Okay.
Sorry, Vic, but you're dead. First off, how would I kill him? How would I kill him?
How would you? I reckon I'd just deflate one of his tyres.
You wouldn't even have to do. He does it himself. He does it himself. Just watch him drive, and he'll end up dying.
I'll just cut his brake cord.
He hardly fucking uses them anyway.
Exactly, that's what I mean. You go down a country road, like
Yeah, tries to go to brake really hard, and that's it.
I think he's done.
But no, I think if I'm thinking smart about this, I'd go something less messy.
Messy? You think that's messy?
Well, car accident's pretty messy.
Crash your car.
I'm thinking that I'm not going to slit anyone's throat or anything, but I'm thinking maybe some pills and a drink or something. It would be hard to get him. I've got his trust. Well, sort of.
Well, you won't anymore. Yeah. Not after this. Not after he is.
Put him aside, slip a couple pills in his drink. That's it. Dead. The more important thing is how you're going to get away with it, because now Victor's dead. His family are going to realise. His friends are going to realise.
I wouldn't realise.
No.
Yeah. Unless he messages me saying I'm dead. By the way, I probably wouldn't.
But how would I do it?
You'd sing him a lullaby.
Well, the first thing would be to get an alibi, would it? Really?
Well, kind of, yeah.
You need something to prove that you weren't there on the night.
Or I've got a good one actually. Go on, you carry on.
Okay. So I think the way I'd go about it is I'd probably pre-record like a YouTube video or something, or like a Twitch stream.
Right.
And I'd upload it.
Do you think it'd be a bit suspicious that the only Twitch stream you ever done was at the same period?
No, I think that'd be least suspicious, because if I've got a Twitch stream, which isn't actually a Twitch stream, it was just me pretending I'm live when I'm not. It's just a YouTube video. Open, proving I was at home playing Clash of Clans, for example,
with the boys
on a Wednesday night when Victor was killed.
Because he didn't do the war.
Yeah,
that's what it would have been.
Nobody's ever going to question me. So you pre-record the video and you put a couple of people in there going. I think you can put a couple of things in the video. You go, oh, somebody put a load of smiley faces in the chat or something like that, and then everybody in the Switch stream is going to put a load of smiley faces in the chat. And you just go, wow, that's a lot of smiley faces or something shit like that. Just to make it try like, oh, I'm actually here. Like, this isn't just a pre-recorded video.
Like, your way of getting out of a murder is go put some smiley faces in the chat and look over 5 and say,
otherwise
what a lot of smiley faces.
People are going to clock on that you're not actually in the Twitch stream, aren't they? They're going to be like, well, what? He's not actually here. It's just a video. And then they'll get suspicious. But if you do something like that, it's flawless logic. They're never going to know. They're never going to know.
True.
And then how would I dispose of the body?
Oh, yeah, true. He's little. He's not as tall as me and you.
I'd cut him up.
Oh, yeah.
I'd cut him up.
Step to me, I'll cut you up, boy.
And no, I wouldn't even cut him up. If I'm honest,
Fold
most of these rookie mistakes, a lot of the murders you see, especially, I mean, near where we live, there's quite a lot of stabbings and dead bodies found.
Legendary.
They usually just chuck them in a lake somewhere, but that's the first place they're going to fucking look, mate. They're going to look at the bottom of a lake. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get on a boat and we'll go out in the middle of the fucking ocean.
Right, but how are you getting a boat?
I'm just gonna find a boat, mate.
Just gonna rob a geezer.
I've just killed someone. If I can kill someone, I can rob a fucking boat. If I don't even want a boat, I'll lay him across my lap and I'll fucking kayak out into the channel.
Do you think someone would see you?
No.
No?
No, I reckon that's not very suspicious. Kayaking with a dead body over your lap? Nah, it's not suspicious.
He's having a chill time with the lads over at Leon Sea. Yeah. And you look over and there's Alex in a kayak with Victor's dead corpse laying across his kayak. You go, oh, you all right, Alex? All right, and then you
I'd have to go. All right, I'd chuck him in the boot of my car.
Right.
And I'd drive somewhere fucking donks away.
Donks. You go up to like we'll go down. You go down to like near Wales.
I'd probably go up. Towards you fucking, I don't know,
up
Scotland.
north.
I'd go up into Scotland. And that way, when there's no people around, what I'll do is I'll just attach some like armbands to Victor and I'll swim him out into the sea and then I'll pop the armbands and let him drop. Oh. Because if I'm honest, somebody in Basildon gets murdered, they're not going to be looking up in the fucking Scottish Islands in the ocean.
That is true.
For a dead body, are they? Nobody's ever going to find him. The salt water, for example, will fuck up his skin quite quickly. Well, actually, I don't know. Will it fuck up his skin or will it preserve his skin for longer? Science.
Depends. Oh, yeah, if you're killing him with pills...
I'll burn him first.
Right.
I'll burn him first and then I'll chuck him in the water. So even if they found him, they wouldn't be able to tell.
Yeah.
They find a little Asian man.
This is some crispy bacon. Like.
They go, oh, a little Asian man.
Damn.
Can't be the same little Asian man that died in Basildon because we're in Scotland.
Yeah.
Bosh. And I'd get away with it. Nobody would ever think of me because I'd come back to Basildon and I'd be crying. I'd be like, oh no, Victor's dead. And in my head, I'm thinking, a bastard didn't attack in the fucking Clash of Clans war. So
we lost from one
fucking stupid
didn't even have his shield up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that is how I'd get away with murder.
Can we just put out there now? We haven't done any. No. I think, to be honest, if anything, this definitely proves that we haven't done any. Yeah. Because that made no fucking sense.
You know what's really bad though? Because if Victor goes missing at all, and after this podcast gets released,
you now cannot.
Fuck.
No, you can no longer do any Twitch streams.
Yeah. Oh my god, no! I can't stream on anything now because they'd kill. I wouldn't get killed. Somebody's going to think
you're going to have to pull your phone out and prove the date and time and everything.
One day I'm going to, in like a year's time, we'll see who our OG podcast listeners are. And I'm going to do a Twitch stream and I'm going to ask for smiley faces in the chat and see whoever thinks I've murdered someone.
Well then.
All right, Kurt. Mine. You don't have to kill Victor. I think it's... Who else in our friendship group would you rather kill than Victor?
Oh. Who would I rather kill than Victor?
I've got someone in my mind.
Go on, I missed him.
Might be a little more difficult.
Who are we thinking?
He's rather taller than Victor.
He's taller?
Yeah.
Is it a lanky man?
It's a lanky man.
Are we talking...
And we don't even need a reason.
Do you reckon he has a bit of a dodgy hip, would you say?
Yes.
He has a bit of a...
And the reason behind killing him, nobody, even if you could kill him in broad daylight, the police would come over and go, fucking hell, what are you doing? Why the fuck have you done that? Why have you slit his throat? And you go, mate...
You pull out his wallet, right?
And you go, he drinks sparkling water, and they go, well, let me help you out, and fucking start shooting him on the head. Yeah.
No, I think what I was going to say was with Victor, but it might work with Theo. You never know if he does training again.
Yeah.
I'll put some pills in his drinks at training. You know, he should be chugging them down. Yeah. Halfway through the thing, bang, falls on the floor, heart attack. Dead. How are they going to say that's me?
What if they do an autopsy?
I'm not. Yeah, they can do an autopsy. I'm not at rugby.
Well, how would you put pills in his drink if you're not at rugby?
Smart, right? What I'd do is I'd attach it right to his bottle. Yeah, I'll go like, Theo, we're gonna go over Tyler's, have some fun. Go over Tyler's. We have some drink there. You know, I'll go in Theo's bag. You know, I'll have a look, see if he has any bottles or anything. If he has a bottle, what I'll do is I'll put some pills in his bottle.
See, there's a lot of flaws in this plan. How do you know that that's the bottle he's going to take to training with him and drink from?
Because it'll be just before they go training.
Oh, so we're going out just before training.
Oh yeah.
Well, surely that's not sus. That's a bit sus as well. You'd be a suspect.
How's that sus? I'm not there.
Your fingerprints are all over the bottle.
Ah, fuck. You're right. I'll wear gloves. All right, I've got a better one. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, how about this? Top of the onion.
Right? Top of the onion.
Top of the onion.
Right. Yeah, nobody knows what we're talking about, but I feel like this
no.
I feel like we should leave that for the OG people, the rugby club fans.
I would glide down, right, when no one's looking. I would look like Batman.
Yep.
Right? I'll come down. I'll sneak up behind Theo, right, when no one else is out there. Snap his neck, and then I'll glide back up to the top of the onion, and I'll just lay on top of the onion.
What, like fucking Batman?
Yeah. So they wouldn't even, like, they'd be like, and then they'd all come out of the change room. So you go, Oh no, why is Theo on the floor? They walk over and his just neck snapped.
And they look up and Kurt's just on his fucking
And I'm
hands
on
and
the
knees.
onion in a full like black cape costume. And I just go, yeah. And then I fly away. They wouldn't know that was me.
No, that's right.
I've never gone up to the top of the onion. How would they think that was me?
That's true.
You know?
That's true. Flawless
Logic.
We'd be great.
No, I'd shank him with a really big icicle. Right. Bosh! And then I'd run away. And then the thing is, the icicle would melt. There'd be no fingerprints because it's water. And I'd get away with it.
That was as easy as it is, really.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Just in the middle of the street, I'll stalk Theo down. I'll just shank him in the neck. With an icicle.
With the best murderers ever.
Yep.
Straight up.
I'll get away with it.
Yeah.
How are they going to prove it? You know, I wasn't there. And my alibi would be
What?
sleep. I was asleep.
Everyone would believe that.
Everyone would believe her. No one would be like, no, you wasn't.
Kurt sleeping, yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. I'd be like, yep.
Okay, I'm going to change up the crime a bit. It's not going to be a murder, no. And it's not actually going to be anything.
Is it going to
about
be
the crime.
tax fraud?
No,
I'm really good at that.
You just stole loads of money.
Stole loads of money. Right.
First off,
Right.
how are you spending it? Well, no, actually, we'll go first off. How are you getting away with it? You just stole £1 million.
Mate, the exact same way that they get away with it on that film. Let me find the film's name. Because I'm going to... So actually, is it Michael Caine who's in it with him?
I don't know. I remember watching
The guy who
it.
plays as... I'll tell you, that might be the film. I think that might be the film we have to watch.
I've already seen it, though. That's the thing.
Fuck's sake. Morgan Freeman.
Bank robbery.
Caine. What a quality film that is, though. It's Going in Style.
Oh,
Is that it? Or is that's the... Yeah, Going in Style, that's the one. I'll just do very similar to what they do. So basically, I'll be helping out at a fair, and then we'd sneak away, and then we'd come back afterwards. Very smart, very logical, very calm.
I meant more like, you've just stole £1 million.
Yeah.
How are you going to get away with spending that £1 million without anyone asking any questions?
I just wouldn't put it in a bank or anything. I'd just still keep it around me. I'll just spend it in little bursts. Yeah.
See, in that sense, I wouldn't
be stupid. I wouldn't go out and buy like a Lamborghini. I'm not dumb.
What I'd probably do is I'd probably like give it out to loads of my friends. Like split it up between my mates.
I'm too selfish for that.
No, they're not keeping the fucking... Jesus, who do you think I am, Kurt? You're not keeping the fucking money.
Right, but then...
And then just have them, like, put it into their bank in small bits, because it will get spread out across loads of people, and then send them back to me. People who weren't involved at all.
But how are you going to just sneak money into your friends' banks?
No, they're not going into my...
So what, we're in on it? Are we in on
cash?
Are all your friends in on it?
No, they have no idea.
So how the hell am I going to know? Well, I'm going to notice that.
I'm going to give you some cash and say my bank account's not working. Can you put this into your bank account and send me some money?
And I'll be like, hey Vic, has Alex been asking you to put money in his bank account for him?
Yeah.
And then Vic will go, yeah.
And then everyone's going to figure out, and then I'll turn around and go, all right then, we'll keep £1,000 to yourself, send me the rest of the money, but send it in bits so I can get away with it. And then bosh, I'm getting sent loads of money, and the money's spread out between loads of people, so nobody's going to know.
Do you know, I'll as long as you give me £1,000, I'll be alright with it.
Yeah, straight up. Exactly. Okay, next question is, completely ignoring the fact you've just stolen £1 million, how are you spending it? If I just imagine right now, you were given £1 million. You know the guy, I saw a guy on ITV before. I can't remember. He sold sweets in school like we used to do, and and some millionaire basically got hold of him because he had like a TV series about him buying Rolexes with all his money in there, and he some millionaire ended up sending him like 150 grand straight into his bank account because he reminded him of himself.
Right.
So that analogy was completely irrelevant to exactly what I'm going to say. But imagine some random millionaire just put £1 million in your account, no questions asked. How are you spending it? You got a day to spend it.
Oh, so I've got a day. What happens in a day? It'll just disappear.
Goes. Whatever you haven't spent goes. So that takes out the window all the fucking boring.
I'll
invest it. Fuck off.
I'll buy gold.
You'd buy gold.
Yeah. I'll just buy loads of gold bars.
Yeah, that would work.
And then if I ever needed the money, I'll just go trade my gold bars. Gold doesn't really...
Where are you going to buy gold from?
The bank.
You can buy gold from the bank.
certain bank. Oh, the Bank of England. You can go in there.
Here's £1 million. Give me some gold.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you buy the gold. You buy the gold that they have.
Okay. Let's imagine that you don't need the money after the day, but you have to spend it with £1 million, or I'm going to kill you. And you can't just buy something just as valuable as £1 million and spend it later on.
Oh.
You've got a day to spend £1 million.
Right.
What are you buying?
I'm buying.
And I want it down to the exact pound, please. Exact penny.
Exact penny. Right. I'm buying a plane ticket to Magaluf. Right.
Okay.
I'm buying.
You go with Ryanair. That's probably about £10.
I'm buying a villa.
Well, you're buying a villa. Okay. Yeah.
Buying a villa in Magaluf.
Yeah.
Right. You know what? We're not going Magaluf. That's too boring.
Yeah,
I'm going Greece.
I'm
buying a villa in Greece.
Yes.
Right.
We love that.
I'm getting a good villa. I want a 6-bedroom villa.
Nice.
Right. I'm buying it. I'm talking like a good 700, 800 grand villa. Right.
Flying all us out, hopefully.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. And I'm flying all my shit over there as well.
Yeah.
I'm fucking moving in, lads. Right. So I've now bought a villa in Greece. And I'm living there, right?
Yeah.
And I've got about we'll call it 200 grand left, you know. Got to get a flashy whip now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'll go out. What would be a good whip? I'll probably get like a nice Bentley.
Nice, yeah.
Nice Bentley Continental. Just drive that around. You know, I'm thinking because I want to live the baller lifestyle, but I don't want to be, but I still want a nice like a nice. What is a Bentley's not it's a flashy car, but it's a smart car.
Yeah, you're a businessman.
That's a business car.
Yeah.
Like I would want a businessy car.
Yeah.
Either that or like a really nice Merc or something. Like a proper. Yeah, but I reckon I'll go with a Bentley just because Bentley Continental is just
more flashy.
Yeah, and then I probably have like a little bit left over, and whatever I have left over, that's nights out with the lads.
Yeah, straight up.
And Bosch.
I was probably going to say the same thing, if I'm honest. I was going to say to buy a big house in a foreign country, really. But Greece would probably be a good. I fucking love Greece. It's so nice. But
all the lads, we're all going Greece. I've decided.
I differ in that I'd buy a cheaper villa.
Right.
But I'd then also buy like a fucking strip.
See, my logic was if I buy
nightclubs and bars,
I do.
It should be quite cheap. Especially where I went in Greece, they're all quite small buildings. They're all like family owned. You could probably pay like 50, 60 grand to buy one of them. So I bought a villa for 300-400 grand, and I bought an entire strip of bars and restaurants and nightclubs, and just owned it and lived next door. Yeah. Flew a couple of my mates out. You could all take a fucking nightclub or bar each and be the manager. And that would make us money, and we could just fucking live there, mate. And that lifestyle was great because you get pissed up every fucking night and make money. On top of the fact you only got to work 6 out of 12 months because the second the summer ends, nobody's fucking going to Greece.
Oh yeah, true.
So over the winter, we just live in a villa at 25-degree fucking heat, chilling, living in a fucking swimming pool. Maybe we'll come home every so often and kill Victor. Drop him in the ocean in Scotland and fly back to fucking Greece.
We'll just take our friends out one by one to a Scotland trip.
Yeah, straight up. Speaking of that, Tyler, Vic, do you want to go to Scotland next week? Straight up. Well, that was quite a good answer.
Right.
Is it game time?
No, it's not game time. I have a question for you, Alex.
Oh, God.
So have you seen The Crown?
No.
You've not? Do you know what it is, though?
You kind of, yeah.
So it's sort of, I've not seen it either, but I know what it's sort of like the royal family. Yeah. It's sort of like a show around like them and their lives. Yeah. And I don't know when it would have been when it starts, but it starts like a long time ago. Yeah. And I was thinking like last night, I thought they should do that with the Bible. So they should have like a series, right?
Yep.
Of just things Jesus got up to. Really, it can start at his birth, and it can end with like when it ends. I don't remember when it ends or why it ends. What are we pretty sure we got like nailed to like a cross or something. And that could be the last episode. It can end. You can play some sad music like Titanic. But I reckon there's in terms because you got like Star Wars, right? You got like quite a bit of like little stories in the middle bit. You know what I mean? Whereas Jesus also has got quite a lot of stories in the middle bit.
Yeah.
You know, in my head, I'm thinking you could make that a good show.
Yeah.
Why
hasn't somebody made the Bible into a TV show yet?
Genuinely, why not?
Somebody do it. We'll direct it.
I reckon that'd slap, and I reckon that'd also get more people into Christianity.
Well, maybe it
They go, you know what? That Jesus guy was a decent guy. As long as you don't paint him out like a nonce or anything, you know.
Yeah.
But I, in my head, that's not a bad idea. I think that could work.
It could work.
Well, I just wanted to hear what your opinion was on it.
I reckon it'd be a great idea. I reckon we should do it.
I don't know why that's not a thing. It's not like his trademarks. Do you know what I mean? It's not that anyone's gone, oh, you don't owe the rights to Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
Or maybe
Someone do it.
Actually, I say that probably the church does.
Yeah.
We'll call him Jesus.
Yeah, Mexican Jesus.
Yeah. And it can, yeah, why not? Fuck it.
Mexico and Israel, they're pretty similar places.
Well, I could just imagine that being quite a entertaining.
I would watch it. I would
watch it. And I don't even like religion. But I was thinking about it and I just went, you know what? Why the fucking up?
Yeah,
the crown's a thing, you know? We know them people are real, don't get me wrong, but, you know, if the Bible...
Are they real or are they lizards?
That is true. But if the Bible's real, you know, which, you know, I'm not going to get into that argument right now, but, you know, if they can do the crown, why can't they just make the Bible into a nice hit TV show? Like Amazon or something, you know? Amazon starring, I don't know, who could be Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves as Jesus. That would slap. That would slap
It'd
so
be
hard.
amazing.
John Wick as Jesus.
You could. I don't know if you would want to, but you could make it like, you know, it could be a drama series, or you could have a comedy. It could be Jesus the comedy. Right?
I think Monty Python has already done it.
Do you know what? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Monty Python's already done the comedy version.
Right, we would have a drama. Keanu Reeves
yeah.
stars in Christianity, the drama.
Yeah, Christianity, the TV show.
And it'll have like a really sad start, you know. It's like a woman on horse riding through the dust. She's like, like that. All the way to the fucking stables where it is.
Yep.
And then, like, you know, you could have, what's his name? Jonah Hill can be a pig or something.
Jonah Hill's a pig, yes.
Yeah, it'd be brilliant. What
James
a show.
Corden as a pig as well.
Yeah, James Corden could be a cat.
Yeah. James Corden as a cat.
Yeah, Big Show can be a horse.
This is a great idea. We need to get these ideas down.
I'm trademarking.
Entrepreneurs, we are.
I want people to leave comments whether or not you'd watch this show.
Would you watch Christianity,
the TV series?
Show? And leave suggestions for what actors you'd like to play.
And I want your favourite, like, it wouldn't be what's it called? Like, is it verse? Like a Bible verse? Is that like a story?
Oh, yeah.
Is that what they are? Is that
kind of like chapters?
Chapters. What chapter would be a really good episode? You know what I mean? Because that's the thing.
I was actually going to say, this will lead quite nicely onto your little quote game. If next week,
right,
you should do a Bible verse version.
Oh no!
You should find some Bible verses and tell me who said the Bible verses, and then make your own up as well.
Mine's gonna be so bad
because I was a Christian for a very long time.
You are a Christian.
Well, not really, not anymore.
Oh.
Not for quite a while, but I was for a very long time.
You've given up your
I gave up years ago, but it's but I reckon my knowledge of the Bible is I'm quite knowledgeable of it. So if you hit me with some verses, I reckon I could be quite good at it.
Shot through the heart.
Yeah. And then we'll just every week we'll just do a different religion. Really.
Well, that's a chorus actually.
Actually, okay. Leading straight on. Why don't we play your game?
Right. Yeah. Okay. Quote game. We really need a jingle for this. I mean, Vic's not here.
What was Vic's jingle?
It was quote game. I think.
Kurt's game.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Vic, we need you back, Vic. Vic. You got us views, Vic.
We'll go to Scotland and find his body.
We'll find his body.
Right.
Okay, I'm excited for this because
So
I won
we've
last
got
week.
One of them's Brian Robson.
Okay.
And another one's Bobby Robson.
Okay.
The Robson guys. And the other one's Kirtland Eplet. Damn. Thing is, I've actually wrote two.
Do you want to explain who Brian and Bobby Robson are?
Do you really want me to?
Yes.
Right, well, okay, I'll give me a second. I've got to Google them. I'm pretty sure I know Bobby Robson, but I'm
I've
not
heard
certain.
the names, but I have no idea who they are.
Yeah, that was the problem. Is I was looking at names and I was like, all right, Brian Robson, yeah, Man U. I thought so.
Yeah.
He was looked like a quality football player. To be fair to him, he's a team ambassador.
Okay.
Or global ambassador for Manchester United. See how many games he's had. Let's just quickly have a little check. Jesus. Oh, he also played for West Brom and Middlesbrough. I don't think he was a striker because he hasn't scored that many goals. I think he was a midfielder. But what a guy. 64 years of age. He's an OBE.
Well,
like Marcus Rashford, wannabe.
So basically, they're footballers. Is what
Yeah, this guy's a footballer. I don't think. Is it the other one? Bobby Robson. I don't think he was a footballer, was he?
No,
I'm pretty sure he was a manager. He might not have been. Oh, but he was a UEFA Cup winning manager at Ipswich Town.
Wow.
That's pretty good, you know. Oh, he did play as well, but it would have been donkeys ago. He was born in 1933, Alex. So, you know.
Fucking hell.
And then there's me.
Okay.
Pretty cool guy, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's fair to say.
Yeah.
A strapping young lad.
I've
heard many quotes saying, "Wow, that guy's pretty neat." So.
Okay then.
Right. Right. The first quote. How often can you win a game by just scoring? If you ask me, you need to do more. Overall, that makes sense.
Yes.
It makes sense to me. The first 90 minutes of a football match are the most important. I'll have to agree with that as well.
Okay, yeah.
If we played like this every week, we wouldn't be inconsistent. Which is true.
Yeah.
Overall, all three of them.
Yeah. Accurate.
They are very accurate.
Oh my God, I don't know. This is a difficult round.
I mean, it really is. You know, the thing is you obviously don't know the...
The problem is, I won last week because I knew the personalities of the players.
That's why I went, you know what, I'm going for the old boys.
I'm going to say that the 90-minute one is you.
Right. So you think I said the first 90 minutes of a football match are the most important?
Yes. And what was the first one again?
How often can you win a game by just scoring? If you ask me, you need to do more.
I think that's Bobby.
You think that's Big Bobby?
And then Brian is the last one.
You think Brian is, if we play like this every week, we wouldn't be so inconsistent.
Yeah.
Well, you're wrong.
Fuck.
Because I said, how often can you win a game just by scoring?
Damn.
If you ask me, you need to do more. Which I believe is pretty important.
Yeah.
Bobby said the first 90 minutes of a football match are the most important.
Okay, yeah.
And Brian did say, if
I was
we
right
play
on
like
that
this
one.
every week, we wouldn't be so inconsistent.
Fuck. Back to my losing ways.
Yeah, back to it. But yeah, so what we've learnt there is I am as smart as Brian Robson and Bobby Robson.
Talking about intelligence.
Intelligence.
I was thinking about this. We should get Sasha on the podcast.
Should get Sasha on. Little cameo.
Bring her on. And we'll ask her a couple of these really deep questions.
I
See
mean,
what she has to say. We'll just sit her down on the arm of a chair and we'll go, Sasha, how would you spend £1 million? Is £1 million?
I don't think she knows how much $1 million is, to be honest.
We'll just say, I've given you loads of money, what are you going to buy?
She'd say toys.
And we'll ask her for some of her absolutely comedy genius jokes as well.
She only has one joke.
And it's hilarious. Don't spoil it, because we'll bring her on. We'll bring her on eventually, and she'll
One
be
day.
great. By the way, Sasha is Kurt's little sister.
She is.
Because nobody else knows.
Big
who
age
Sasha
of
is, so
big age of 3.
so she'll be great fun to have on.
She tells us brilliant jokes.
Yeah.
And I'll
She'll
tell
be
you what, she
hilarious.
has an attitude. So yeah.
Well, how far? 45 minutes. You know what? Let's just go for it. I want to leave a bit of
Go for it.
a bit at the end of the podcast for some sporty talks, because we've got
Sporty talks, keys.
But I'm going to do this now. We're going to make this a theme, and every week as well. We're going to do a BuzzFeed quiz every week. Now, this isn't a BuzzFeed quiz, what I'm doing, but I just want to find out how psychopathic you are, really. No, it's psychopathic, but there's going to be an argument about whether it's a psychopath or a psychopath. What do you say? Psychopath or psychopath?
Ooh.
Because
I've
we're
said
from the
both.
south.
I think I've said
Yes,
both.
we're from the south, so technically we don't call it a path. We call it a
Yeah,
path.
I'd say
So technically we should say a psychopath, but I find myself saying psychopath more than anything, just because
I'd probably
it's
say psychopath.
psychopathic.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Psychopathic.
let us know what you call it,
Makes
because we. I'd say actually don't let us know because we don't care.
I'd say psychopath. Yeah, no, what we want to know is about the religion show. And how much
So I'm just going to go through. I'm going to ask you this
HBO would
question.
buy it, I reckon.
Yeah, straight up.
Game of Thrones-esque, wouldn't it?
Yeah, actually would be quite similar.
It'd have a pretty shit ending as well,
Yeah,
I imagine.
yeah,
It just
yeah,
gets
sure.
nailed to the cross. We should have a twist where he breaks free and he just starts clarting everyone.
Well, basically, if you haven't got the concept already, I've got this test here. I'm going to ask Kurt some questions.
Right.
And he's going to answer. And by the end of it, we're going to find out if Kurt has, what do they say here? If you're a psychopath or a sociopath or have psychopathic tendencies.
Right.
Which I'm concerned
I'm
concerned about, Kurt. So the answers here
concerned about
for all the
myself,
questions.
yes.
I don't know how many
Go on.
questions there are. The answers are not me. This describes me somewhat.
Act like a waste
Or
man.
this is definitely me.
It's not me.
So the first question is:
Right.
most would describe me as charming and nonchalant. I can turn my charm on and off like a facet.
Ooh. I don't know what a facet
Or a
is.
faucet or whatever. It's like a tap.
I know what a facet
I can
is.
turn it on
I've
like a
heard the
tap.
word, but I don't know
Yes.
what it is.
Okay. So you can turn it off on and off like a tap, basically.
I'd say I could be quite charming.
So is it not me? This describes me somewhat, or this is definitely me?
Oh yeah, it's me.
Definitely. You.
I'm a charming fellow.
I do what I want when I want,
Yeah.
the moment the impulse strikes me,
Yes.
regardless of what others want.
I mean, yes.
Yes. If something goes wrong or turns bad, it's not my fault.
No, I'll probably put my hands up and go, you know what, that's...
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
I probably shouldn't have just yelled at that man.
Okay.
Yeah.
So not me.
No, I'd say, wait. Oh yeah, no, not
Yeah.
me, not me.
I've gotten into legal or criminal trouble as an adult, not just a speeding or parking ticket.
Technically speaking, I wasn't an adult.
Yeah.
And since then, no. So,
Okay. Not me.
not me.
I am easily the best at what I do, bar none. Nobody could ever take my place.
The thing is, I don't do anything, so I'm going to go with yes.
Yeah.
Because I'm
the best at doing
I'm like,
nothing.
me and Patrick Starr are, I'd say, level,
Yeah.
but there's no one on top of us.
No,
You know what I mean?
absolutely not. I do whatever I feel like doing, and I don't care what others think, or even if it's illegal.
Right. Now, see, that can go two ways.
Yeah.
I mean, if I need a piss and there's a bush next to me, I'm gonna have a piss in the bush.
Yeah.
But you know, if I need, I don't know, money and there's a geezer getting money out of the bank, I'm not gonna go over and just like pummel him. You know what I mean?
So what? That describes me somewhat.
Yeah, I'd say we'll go in the middle.
Okay.
I mean, there are big differences between having a piss in the bush and, you know, let's be honest, manslaughter.
Yeah.
So,
Every person for themselves. I don't see the point in feeling sorry for other people and have no desire to help others.
no, that's not me. I'm a nice guy.
I ain't like a waste man.
No.
I've gotten into legal or criminal trouble when I was a teenager.
Yes.
Yeah. I have no problem or concern in lying in order to get what I want.
No.
No.
I very rarely tell lies, and if I do, it's something really bizarre
Yeah.
that doesn't need to be lied about.
Live in the moment is what I say. The future will take care of itself, and learning from your past is pointless.
I mean, the thing is, yeah, kind of. I have to agree with that.
Really? Okay, let's go. I never feel remorse, shame, or guilt about something I've said or done.
I've said some questionable things, but I probably wouldn't change it.
No.
So, you know, I'd say something to someone and I go, I probably should have said that.
Yeah.
But then I go, you know what? What's been done is done.
Okay, well, we'll go and that's you then. I don't see the point in taking on responsibilities of any kind. They just weigh you down.
No.
No. Okay, let's get
Like a
results.
little bit of
that was the last
responsibility.
one. Get results. Your total score was, drumroll please, 13 out of 24.
What does that mean?
You answered this quiz consistent with people who have moderately elevated scores on measures of psychopathy. Was that what you said? Psychopathy, I don't know. Or psychopathic behaviour.
Oh.
This may suggest a tendency for some psychopathic behaviours, especially when such behaviours result in your own personal gain.
I don't know about that, boss man.
Clerkey identifies 16 factors that he believed made up the main features of psychopathy. I don't know how to say that word. I'm not going to read this out because that is enormous. But basically, if you're between 13 and 17, it's possible that you're a psychopath.
I did just try and get a religion show, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's...
Yeah. And we've just spent half an hour discussing murder.
Excuse me.
See, not a psychopath.
See, no, that's charm.
That is charm.
Madame.
Madame.
Madame? Is it Madam?
Madame.
Madame!
Well, that went really well. So, let's move on to a sporty side of things. Sorry, everyone, but we are going to talk about sports now.
Thing is, right, I'm just going to get this out of the way now. Fucking Arsenal. What a shambles.
I was going to start with the most recent.
You want to talk about Canelo?
Last night. I did watch it this morning.
I didn't watch the fight, you see. I've only seen,
I'll sort of explain what happened.
I saw the punch.
Canelo outboxed Billy in the first 3 rounds. Billy come back into it for another 2 or 3 rounds, threw a couple of punches, got into a rhythm. Didn't look like hurting Canelo. He sort of just landed a couple of punches. Canelo went from his usual just walking people down, throwing heavy shots, to just sitting back and taking a couple punches. And then the 2 rounds before Billy got fucked up, Canelo again was just dropping him down. It's just Canelo being Canelo. Nobody beats fucking Canelo Alvarez because he's Canelo Alvarez. He's the reason he's the best boxer on the planet. And
what weight class is he?
I think they fought at super middleweight last night, but he's fought at 5 different weight classes. Canelo. That's why he's so good. That's why he's a pound for pound, because he's fought in every fucking weight class. But he's he's a different breed, Canelo, and he beat Billy Joe.
Oh, big.
Well, I say he would beat him. The Yanks fucking talking about how he quit. Basically, Billy Joe went to his corner at the end of round 8, and his team called it off. And they were going, "Oh, he quit. He's so soft." He's not soft. He had a broken eye socket. He just didn't want to go blind, is what it is. A couple more punches from Canelo Alvarez could have killed him, literally. He had no protection. His bones was broken. So there's not much more I need to say about that. It's probably set itself up quite nicely for a rematch when he's back and fit again. And Canelo's got no other. He's got 4 belts now. So,
well,
let's see that goes. Anyway, enough about the boxing because there's not really anything else going on.
There is.
What else is going on?
Floyd Money Mayweather.
Oh my God, did you see that? Oh my God, what a bunch of fucking pansies. I think Floyd Mayweather was a good boxer in his own right. Like I said, he achieved a lot. But yeah, I fucking hate him. And there's somebody I hate more than Floyd Mayweather, and that is Jake Paul. If anyone didn't see the videos, Logan Paul is fighting Floyd Mayweather in a couple of weeks.
Right.
So at their press conference, wasn't the weigh-in because it's ages yet, but at like a press conference in Miami, I think it was, Jake Paul decided to show up to show support to his brother. He wasn't showing support to his brother. He was basically offering out Floyd Mayweather because he wants to fight Floyd Mayweather after Logan does. And he did this. He thought it's a good idea to square off with Floyd Mayweather, and he thought he's so fucking cool because he's just beaten Ben Askren, the best stand-up fighter on the planet, obviously,
of course,
not just a complete fucking cock who basically just keeled over and died for the money. Decided he's got the bollocks now. He's going to steal the hat off of Floyd Mayweather's head, and then got beaten the fuck out of by his team, and still posted all over social media like he had achieved something. You stole his hat. You didn't even get to keep the hat. You had to give the hat back. You got your nose broken, your face pummeled in, but he got it tattooed on his leg. Got your hat, is what he put on his leg. Mate, what a twat he is. Honestly, I want to fight him. I can't box, but I want to fight him.
Well then.
Fuck you, Jake Paul.
Is this you calling out Jake Paul then?
Mate, I'll fucking do it. If you want to pay me 10 million quid, I'll be fucking happy. Anyway, I just want to get the fucking football over and done with, mate. So, any football fans that well, if you're not a football fan, really, then you probably have no idea what we're about to talk about. But Europa League and Champions League games. I'm going to talk about the Champions League actually because I'm quite happy about it. There's two teams in England I don't mind seeing in the Champions League final. It's Chelsea and City. I'm quite happy with that.
No.
Well, you're going to say that because you're a fucking Man United fan, but City deservedly so.
Oh yeah, I think
Fucking
City
best
deserved.
team in Europe this year, so by far.
Yeah.
And
Chelsea.
their fucking performance in that second leg, mate. I don't know if you watched it,
Oh yeah, they played.
mate. Even in the first leg, they were fucking good.
First half they were pummeled, but
Yeah.
second they came back.
They were fucking good, mate. And if I'm honest, I only like Chelsea because of N'Golo Kante, really, because he's just.
I like N'Golo
Kante,
Kante.
basically.
I do like N'Golo.
But that's going to make a good game. Just
Hard to
because
not
did you
like
catch a game yesterday, City Chelsea yesterday,
I didn't, but I did see the result.
mate? Fucking what a game! It tees it right up for that final. It was a class game. I didn't think either of them would, coming off the back of a Champions League semi-final. I didn't think they both rest a lot and all sorts. What a game! And quite controversial, actually.
Yeah,
quite controversial. In the 83rd minute or something, City, debatably, Pep says they should have had a penalty. I don't think it was a penalty. It was still 1-1. And Chelsea fucking scored in the 90th minute to steal a win. So it's going to be a good game because everyone obviously thinks that City are the favourites. But enough of the good news. Well, good news for you, Europa League. Man United convincingly went through to the finals.
I had a nice chat with my teacher about this, and we both agreed that the problem was with Arsenal, right, is that your attack was so dead that there was no pace at all.
We genuinely, if you compare the way we tried to play to the likes of Manchester City, it was so similar. They tried to play like Man City. They tried to knock it around the back and play it up quickly. But the thing is, none of our players have that. I'd say we've got some good players in that team. Emile Smith-Rowe has got the energy. Odegaard's got the energy. Saka's got the energy. Aubameyang sometimes has the energy. But compared to the likes of Raheem Sterling, Riyad Mahrez, Phil Foden, Kevin De Bruyne, they're a different level. We can't play like Man City does. And honestly, what a shocking game it was. We deserved to lose. I'm not even going to turn around and make any excuses for it because we were shit. And we got knocked out of the Europa League. And now, I said this to Kurt, as much as I want to defend Mikel because it's meant to be like a
they said they're going to back him.
It's meant to be it's meant to be a long-term thing. They want him to be the new Arsene Wenger. They want him to go for 20 plus years. It's hard to back him with what he's done so far. When we were under Arsene Wenger, we qualified for the Champions League every single year under Arsene Wenger. We were in the Champions League every single year. You know, he dropped off a bit at the end. We still qualified for the Champions League. We were still competing top four when we had Arsene Wenger. Arsene Wenger left, and every single year since Arsene Wenger left, we've qualified for Europa League, not Champions League, Europa League. We haven't qualified for Champions League once since Wenger left. Always Europa League. Now,
big sad.
We can't even do that. We're sitting in 10th in the league, possibly going to lose at home to West Brom later, and we're shit. And I'm a bit bored of it, really. So,
well. On better news, Man U, you know, didn't even need to score, yet they still went out and scored 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Put eight past Roma in 2 games.
Mate, fucking
Cavani, what a fucking player.
That pissed me off because I'm sitting there watching Arsenal play and I'm going, oh, here we go. And top of the screen it comes up. Man United scored another goal and you're just like, oh, fuck's sake. The first leg when we went 2-1 down, and you just sit and watch the score, and you go, Roma went 2-1 up. They went 1-0 up, and then 1-1, and then 2-1. And I'm sitting there going, oh, fucking hell. At least we'll both be battling back. And suddenly it went 2-1, 2-2, 3-2, 4-2, 5-2, 6-2. And we're sitting there going, now you're just taking a piss, mate. You didn't need to score 6. Did you really need to rub it in our faces like that?
Funny.
Arsenal was so shit. But
well, next year's going to be even more fun because Odegaard's probably not going to come back.
Nope, Odegaard's going to leave.
Alba's probably leaving. Lacazette's looking at leaving. If that happens, you got no strikers.
We are looking at signing rumours about Gnabry. You know Gnabry from Bayern Munich.
Like he's going to come back.
Yeah. No, he's not. Bayern Munich again. One of those teams that have got all this money. Youngsters coming through, he's not going to care. He's going to get paid more money at Arsenal because Arsenal have got loads of money to pay.
True.
They'll just turn around and go, "That's your contract right now. You might be playing at a lower level, but come and play." But that's what I mean. I can't believe any of the
problem is though.
I can't believe any of these rumours because we're not even going to be playing in Europe.
I'm going to say,
next year.
firstly, you're not going to be in Europe, and secondly, the only position he plays the wing, doesn't he? Left and right, I believe, but mainly right. That's where Pepe plays. You just spent 70 million on Pepe.
Yeah, but even Pepe only plays half the fucking games. He hardly plays anyway. But he's actually played more centrally he's actually played a striker more than he has on the right for Arsenal this year. But again, he's been all right in the Europa League, but that doesn't mean shit. We are just garbage. For the rest of the season, I'm a West Ham fan. So
Well, there's no point because they're not even going to get top 4 now.
Well, you don't know, mate. They played today, didn't they? A win today puts them 2 points off the top 4. So
is it? Who's it? They're going to be?
I know Chelsea.
No, because Chelsea just beat City, didn't they?
Yeah.
So I don't think it is on.
Yeah, but I don't even think they're going to be chasing Chelsea anymore. Where's the league?
Is it going to be Leicester?
They're chasing Leicester. Yeah. So a win today will put them 2 points. Yeah, they'll be on 61. Leicester will be on 63. With how many games left to play? 4.
3. After their game.
Yeah, 3 games left to play. So it's still possible.
It's possible, yeah. To be fair. But
then again, Leicester have been slipping up left, right, and centre all the time. So.
You also got Liverpool though.
Yeah, but fuck Liverpool, mate.
Liverpool can creep in. Wouldn't shock me.
But yeah, it'll be a big win if West Ham can beat Everton today. They keep a foot on the.
To be fair, their last 3 games are fucking easy.
Yeah.
I know who you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. And I haven't seen what.
Pretty sure Leicester have got quite a difficult last 3 games.
Let's have a look. So West Ham's last 3 games are.
Also, I'm just going to put it out there now for anyone who is still listening to the podcast, right? Next season, we're going to have a tabletop
fantasy league.
Fantasy Premier League.
And we want to get as many people involved. Get your boyfriends, get your girlfriends, get your mums, get your dads involved. We're going to have an entry fee of £5, and that'll all go, and the winners will get a prize. We'll figure it out closer to.
It's going to be top 3.
Top 3 will get a prize. So, if the prize money is £250, we'll give 150 to the winner. We'll give 75 to second place, 25 to third place, something like that.
Yeah.
And we'll figure it out that way.
All right, we're going to probably try and get quite a few.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be quite good fun.
We should be able to get a few people.
Here we go. West Ham's last 4 games: Everton, Brighton, West Brom, and Southampton. Piece of piss. They should. Everton's the hardest game. Leicester have. When Leicester played Newcastle, lost 4-2 to Newcastle. Leicester have. Oh my God! It's on. Have I just seen it?
Yeah,
so bearing in mind,
I'm pretty sure
West Ham have got Everton, Brighton, West Brom, and Southampton. 4 of the shittest teams in the Premier League. Well, apart from Everton. Leicester have got Man United away, Chelsea away, Tottenham at home.
Yeah, I thought so. It's
on. West Ham could qualify for the Champions League as long as as
long as they don't drop points. Because if they drop points,
it actually doesn't even matter anymore. Now that Chelsea are in 3rd, as long as Chelsea finish 3rd, it wouldn't even. There's no other team that can stop them, because the only 2 teams that could stop West Ham, even if they finished 4th, were Chelsea and Arsenal. Because if Chelsea won in the top 4 and they won a Champions League, they still 4th place, and if Arsenal won the Europa League, they stole 4th place. But Man United don't matter because they've already got a Champions League spot, and Chelsea won't matter because they'll already have a Champions League spot. So West Ham could be in a Champions League next year.
Well, there you go.
That's fucking ridiculous to think about. And if
Mark Noble,
I might actually follow West Ham more than Arsenal next year. So, okay, the other big thing, I don't know if you've seen much about it, and I was leaving it to the end because it's probably the least favourite sport on the podcast listeners. Was rugby this year. Big news this week. Lions squad.
Yep.
British and Irish Lions. Again, people who don't know about rugby, this is pretty much the pinnacle of rugby in the Northern Hemisphere. Unlike football, where the pinnacle is, playing for your country and winning something for your country, in rugby it goes a step further. So in the UK, every 4 years, it's called the British and Irish Lions. So if you can't figure it out, they make a combined team every 4 years of players from Scotland, Ireland, Wales, and England. They pick a squad and they go. So every 4 years they'll go to South Africa. Then in 4 years they'll go to Australia. Then in 4 years they'll go to New Zealand. So this year is South Africa. And it's a big one because it's the second time that the Lions are going to the holding world champions. South Africa beat England in the last World Cup. So it'll be a good fucking tour. And they release a squad this week. I don't know if you've seen it.
I
don't know if
did.
you've
I
had a lot
did
to
have a
say.
little look.
Again, I'm quite a big rugby pundit, and there's a couple of. I'm happy with the squad.
No, I'd say I'm pretty.
The standout for me was Sam Simmons.
I did think
Sam
that,
Simmons
yeah.
hasn't played an international game for England since 2018. Got picked for the British and Irish Lions. Again, Eddie Jones, what the fuck are you thinking? Warren Gatland's got his head, he's got his head on his shoulders here. Eddie Jones doesn't. 2 years in a row, Sam Simmons has won European Player of the Year. He's the top try scorer by a fucking mile this year in the Premiership, as he was last year, and in Europe. He is the best player in Europe right now, Sam Simmons, and he doesn't even play for England. But Eddie Jones has picked him for the Lions. I love it. Couple of players
Jones.
a bit lucky. Not Eddie Jones, Warren Gatland. Sorry. A couple of people a bit unlucky to miss out. Kyle Sinclair.
Yeah.
He's a bit unlucky. He played for Bristol yesterday, and he fucking ran over people, won man of the match for Bristol yesterday, setting a bit of a marker there. Basically, a big fuck you to Warren Gatland. Should have picked me, bitch. A lot more Scotland players this year.
A lot more.
Which is good. A lot more. Usually, there's a big problem because Warren Gatland doesn't usually like Scotland players, but this year Scotland finished above England in the Six Nations.
True.
So it's they've had a good season. So
it's going to be good to watch.
It's going to be.
We'll have to do a little watch along. We'll have to go watch.
And it's going to have to be a whole day thing, mate, because it'll be slap bang in the middle of summer, and the games will be at about 10 o'clock in the morning. So it's going to have to be it's going to have to be a 10 o'clock in the morning. Watch a rugby, barbecue, piss up.
I was thinking maybe go club for the game.
Yeah, they will have them all on at the rugby club.
Maybe sometimes we won't.
We can figure it out. It should be it'll be a good tour. And if you're not a rugby fan, fuck you.
Yeah, if you're not a rugby fan, just watch
well, if you want to carry on talking about rugby, we're back playing, aren't we? And you might be back playing.
Oh,
Kurt,
soon.
After
soon
his
come.
toe injuries, we've got a rugby sevens tournament again. I want to get as many pals there as we can, actually, because unlike professional sports, nobody's going to be there to check if we've got supporters or not. So we can have as many people there watching if we want. So for the next 2 Saturdays, this coming Saturday is the 15th? 15th. Basildon Rugby Club having a rugby sevens tournament. First off, any men, I wouldn't say boys, but any men, if you're over 18 and you know anything about rugby, come along, come and play.
Have a bit of banter.
Having a big rugby set, be a bit of a social. I assume it'll probably start about midday. We're trying to get at least 4 sides, maybe more.
It's not too serious. Don't worry.
It won't be serious, mate. We hardly get any people to train in every week anyway. Most of the people there will be like foul men anyway. So it'll be good fun, and we'll have a big piss up. And if you don't play, come and watch, come and have a drink. And then even more exciting for me anyway, the week after, the 22nd, we have a home match, first match in well over a year now. May and Baker are coming to Basildon at 3 p.m. kickoff. The most exciting thing about that isn't even the rugby game, but it's that is the first weekend after we can go indoors again. So the rugby club will be open.
Oh, you know, I'm there.
Not only will we have, if the weather's nice, we'll have the big outside.
I feel I'll have to speak.
We'll be inside.
I feel I'll have to speak to Alex Lee about going training on Tuesday afterwards and seeing if I can get in the team.
And again, I can't promise that if you show up, you'll get any games because you'll probably have to train a bit to get into the team for that because that'll be selection. But there'll be a big old social after that, and more people will be allowed to come because the clubhouse will be open. So if you want to come and watch a game of rugby, any pals, any people listening, be there or be square.
Be square,
as they say. Be there or be square. I love that. I'm excited.
Yes.
I think we've done pretty well for time.
Pretty good.
Hour and 8 minutes. Anything else to say, Kurt?
Other than just a reminder, get a HBO.
Yeah.
I really do want to get. I'm thinking it's could slap. Also, get at Discovery because I
any
still
news
want
on any news on Pebble Rush?
Pebble Rush. I've had a few words with the directors.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a few reshoots.
Yeah.
Before we release, we've got a good idea about green screens.
Yeah.
And stuff. I'll have to explain to you afterwards because it's confidential.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got a couple of reshoots for Pebble Rush episode 1.
Yeah. And
then when that comes out, we're looking at a good 40 minutes episode there.
That's sweet. Yeah.
So it's going to be like a proper sit down,
I'm excited.
And I reckon with a few reshoots, that could be pushing up to maybe 50. So maybe even an hour. Might even get an hour long special Pebble Rush.
I'm excited.
But yeah. Well, as I said, for the people, I know you probably ain't got a fucking clue. Yeah. But we'll have to add the trailer in one day when I've got permission from the big directors.
From the directors.
Yeah.
Big things in the works.
Big things in the works. And I reckon there might be a few. We'll definitely have to have words. I might be out trying to get Alex in for an episode of Pebble Rush.
Yes.
Go down there, go camp in a teepee with us.
Yes.
In our site office with a few beers.
Yeah.
And then have a barbecue and then Pebble Rush.
Pebble Rush.
Exciting things. We say that quite a bit.
Well, again, I'd like to say thank you to all our loyal listeners. 400 listens now on Spotify.
That is big dub.
We're probably about nearly 400 on YouTube as well now as well. Well, the first episode on YouTube.
True, it's
up,
like
isn't it? So,
yeah, it's 100 and
so thank you a lot. Love all the support.
We'll have to start a TikTok.
Yeah,
soon.
definitely. We need to start a TikTok.
I did post a TikTok, but it wasn't really anything to do with the podcast.
But yeah, thank you all very much. And thank you for listening, and we'll speak to you next week.
Till then,
Adios.
Adios amigos.